Hi everyone, good evening. Just giving you an opportunity to get steady and stable. We are going to start in about a minute. Thank you so much for being present with us. We're going to ask you that you just observe the general rules within the room. So if you really need to say something when we get to the question segment, we're going to ask you to just unmute your mic at that time and share with us. But we ask that the cameras remain off. And we will certainly get started in another minute or so. And looking forward. If you have any questions, feel free to send it to us in the chat and we will definitely be responding to you. Thank you again for joining us. We will start in a minute. Speaking without unmuting. We're getting used to this whole, online Zoom world. Thank you again so much for joining us. If you can hear me, I'm just going to ask you to send me a thumbs up in the chat, please, so that I know that you're hearing me live and direct and that I don't need to fix anything. If you're hearing me, just send me a little thumbs up in the chat so that we know that you are definitely tuned in. All right, seeing you, Digital Disruption, yes. S. Simpson. If possible, if you could change your name to something that we can call you, something you feel comfortable with us calling you, making sure that your name is what you're comfortable with us calling you if you have any questions. Thank you, Romaine. I'm seeing you. I appreciate that. S. Simpson, I'm seeing it as well. Diane, thank you so much. So I think I am clear as crystal for most of you. Okay, so we're gonna just jump right into it by saying you came here because you wanted to have a great discussion about how you can place yourself in the digital market. So let me start by introducing the persons who will be with me and then sharing a little bit more with you as we go through the proceedings for today. Certainly, we're looking forward to your questions. We're looking forward to your feedback. We're looking forward to you just sharing with us and absolutely benefiting from the session. I'm Teresa Taylor, formally, and we will go straight into it. We are about to have with us two very well-rounded guest speakers who are passionate about what they do. Saeed, I see you're giving me your name, Shaid, right? The persons who are going to be joining me, they are Miss Monique McIntosh. Miss McIntosh has a bachelor's degree and I have to write it down, because it's just that socious for me to try and remember exactly how it is pronounced, and I don't want to say it wrong. But a bachelor's in integrated marketing and communication. She's a communication digital marketing specialist. Monique, welcome to the chat. We also, while she makes her way in to join us, we are going to welcome also Miss Kadia Francis, who has a Bachelor of Laws degree and is passionate about digital marketing as well. These young ladies are the head cooks and bottle washers, the CEO, and everything in one at Digital Disruption Agency. And we are pleased to have you both. Kadia, please join us.
Hi, Teresa. Thank you so much for having me.
Hi, Monique.
It's my pleasure to be here with all of you.
Hi, guys.
Exceptional. I'm good.
How are you feeling, Kadia?
I am feeling good. It's good to see so many of you, so many persons joining us tonight.
Well, you're both looking fabulous, you know.
we're all in our power lips.
Don't tell me that they're ready for power lips, so guys. Fuck her up. I don't know what that was about, but let's just.
But it's good. It's actually good to see so many people here tonight, Teresa, because that means that persons have been thinking about digital, which always makes me happy. It also means that people are probably looking for alternative ways to create income streams, or they're just exploring to see what their options are. All good things, all things that makes me really happy, because then I can slide it and go, have you thought about digital? Yes, I'm always looking for an opportunity to talk to somebody about digital. So thank you guys so much for coming.
All right. Yes, thank you guys. And thank you guys so much for partnering with us and being present and looking so radiant. Listen,
thank you.
It's also in the notebooks, you know, because these people spill some serious wisdom. Okay. So we're going to talk a little bit. Firstly, so I'm going to share a little bit about where my background is, and then I'll give you ladies both an opportunity. I don't know how you guys want to, who goes first. But you guys
will jump in.
Get a chance to. Sure. So for everybody who's listening, it is a part of the mandate of the Institute of Law and Economics to see how best we can upskill Jamaicans in the areas of law and economics and all the areas that juxtapose those areas that join, those gray areas in between that show you how, you know, the law intersects with economics. Because in the real world, it often happens. There are many spaces, and you often don't find economics without law, and you find economics in a lot of spaces that the law is. And so that's really our passion. We really are interested in young professionals and doing the upskilling in a very practical way, so that you don't just study something and then you go and put it in file 13. We want you to be able to use the skill to generate income and to contribute meaningfully, not just to local development, but to international and regional development. The Institute of Law and Economics has been around for 21 years, and we have largely been a part of government consultations, implementation of projects, but our law program has been around for some time. And so we are branching out as a number of persons are seeing the need that young professionals have to go into the areas of entertainment law and digital skills and so on. And so we have developed additional courses to give professionals who are aspiring to do new things and great things a chance to do that. And so we met these lovely ladies from Digital Disruption Agency, and I'm going to give them an opportunity now to share why they created this entity and what is it that you set out to do.
All right, Teresa, thank you again. As we would have said, we are super duper excited to be here. My name is Monique McIntosh, and I'd love for Kadia to just introduce herself, my business partner. You're mute, Kadia.
Yes, again,
yes.
Hi guys, thank you so much for coming. My name is Kadia Francis, co-founder of the Digital Disruption Agency, founder, listen, I'm going to get into a list of things I've found in that book. Just work with me. And I can sum it up to say I'm a digital busybody. I am all over the internet. I have a podcast, I have a blog, I have about 4 websites. I'm the co-founder of Digital Disruption Agency and the founder of Digital Jamaica. We have a radio show called Tech Time Show on Sun City 104.9 FM every Tuesday at 10:35 a.m. Check it out.
Shameless plug.
And we also have a weekly Instagram live show called the Digital Jamaica Live, where we have some very awesome special guests coming to us to talk about some kind of hot topic for the day. So last week, which was not last week, yesterday, we had on Talika, who is the founder of Women's Marketing Code, and we had an almost 2-hour conversation with over 200 persons talking about boosting Christmas sales online and social media and optimizing your channels. It was awesome. And it struck me just now that some of what we spoke about yesterday is what you guys will be learning in the course as well. So we're always having interesting discussions there. Monica and I actually met. I don't know if you want to tell them how we met and fell for each other, Monica.
Oh Lord.
That's not a word. Don't use that word. But Monica and I actually met earlier this year, and funnily enough, and you're probably sitting there thinking, oh, these people gonna come and tell me some stuff and it's not gonna be practical. We don't do bull, we don't do fluff. This is literally our story. We met because of COVID. We knew each other before. We are in the same community, and there's a huge digital community, hence
in Jamaica,
right?
Yes.
And I'm proud to say that I am one of the founding members of that community. Hashtag Digital Jamaicans online, and Monique was a part of that community, and we've met on a couple of occasions, but we actually started working together because of COVID. Kingston Creative, which some of you may know, was having a boot camp for persons because everybody's been bum rushing the online
to get onto the online space. Yeah,
people realize this is where this is what we can. This is a tool we can use to survive and ride out COVID. We'll take it, but that's not necessarily the right mindset. The right mindset is that the world is going digital, and COVID has been a catalyst to push us there quicker. That's kind of the mindset that we're looking for, but we take it how we get it. So Monica and I were supposed to partner to develop some workshops for them and put it on, and that's how Monica and I got to talking. I was like, Monique, this is something I've been wanting to do for the longest while, create this virtual training skills resources hub, not just for Jamaicans, but for Caribbean nationals, because people don't take us seriously when we talk tech because we're not from a STEM culture. Which means that math, science, and tech is not necessarily something that's at the forefront. Right. It's tourism, Teresa. It is agriculture and stuff like that. So nobody's really paying attention to these kind of areas. But tech, science, and math is actually what is causing the world to go wrong right now. No joke. Anything having to do with money, stock markets, banking, health, medicine, lifestyle, food, it's all down to science, math, and tech at this point. These are like the foundational pillars that our lives rotate around every day, even though it's not something that we're confronted with all the time because of our culture. Yes?
Yeah.
Right.
So, now that everybody is making this mad rush to go online, we were like, now is an opportunity for us to actually push out with this thing that we've always wanted to do and get some upskill Jamaicans and Caribbean folks because we have some advantages, Teresa. One of the advantages we have is our geography. We're in the Caribbean basin. We're in the backyard of the whole North America. We're in the backyard of the whole United States. That's how many states?
No.
Yes, we're in the backyard there. We're not too far from Europe either. We're only a couple hours away from Europe. So we have a very lovely location. You hear people talk, if you would have been paying attention to the whole logistics hub thing, one of the selling points Jamaica has been pushing is that this is a trade route. You have to pass us to get to just about everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Right. Where we have a really unique position, location geographically. The other advantage we have, Monique, is our language. Now, a lot of you may not know, but you are actually bilingual people. Yes, you don't necessarily speak the Queen's English, but you speak Jamaican English. And that is our language, our official business language, our official language of communication. But you also speak Jamaican Creole, and that makes you bilingual because, yes, Jamaican Creole is a language. Don't at me. Yes, it is.
No, and I want to jump in here, Kadia, and just make the point that because Kadia is really touching on some very salient points, and I promise you guys, this is Kadia all day, every day.
If you allow me, I will just go on.
Definitely. So I want to just share with you that in and of itself is a skill. So some of you who have a very good ability to translate, you know, it started being a t-shirt thing, but an app was recently developed about that, and a lot of persons are very infatuated with the Jamaican dialect, and that's something we don't have to stretch our hat very far.
Right.
And so even that is a skill or something that you can offer the persons who are interested in learning more about Jamaica. But you know, while I have these two ladies, we really have a lot.
Don't go on yet. Don't move yet, Teresa.
Yes.
The Jamaican language, Jamaican Creole, is actually being taught at Harvard. It's actually being taught at York University in Canada. You have Jamaican linguists who have been hired by these institutions.
I don't know if you got
my courses, and they don't have seats because these things get filled so quickly. So we're not telling you not when I go so. This is a thing. This is a thing. So think about that. That's a very good point, Teresa. And I'm not going to go no further because Monique said, if I introduce myself, I'm going 3 hours a night already.
Yes.
Yes. Unfortunately, this is supposed to be. Unfortunately, we wish.
Wanna switch me on.
That's fine. Once we start talking about this topic, Kadia is on. She is ready to go. And that is why we are allowing these ladies, first of all, to be our partners in the developing of these courses. And one of the things that I just want to make the point for all those who are here to know is one thing that the Institute of Law and Economics believes in is hiring people to do what they actually practice. We do not work with people in terms of practical execution with persons who do not know what they do. Meaning, if you're going to teach law, you should be a lawyer. If you're going to be somebody who's a digital strategist, you should be a digital strategist, because theory and practice is two different things. We want our participants, we want our constituents to have an advantage. They want the advantage of theoretical knowledge and practical know-how. And that is really what we're here to give you. We don't want you to come and not learn anything. So talk to me a little bit about one of the questions that we had gotten from one of the ladies here was how to effectively make money online and be consistent with doing it. So here in consistency and making money online. So there are various ways. I'm going to ask Monique to just touch on it for me. How can you start? And then we can talk about consistency, Kadia.
Okay. All right, guys. So we're diving right in. I think in terms of, so today we're going to be talking about overall or careers in digital marketing and how it is that you can actually leverage and use the online space to help you to build an actual career. So first and foremost off the bat, what I want to say is I'm not here to help you to get a fad. Or I'm not here to help you to get rich quick off of some sideways, backdoor, roundabout way, right? But what I am here to share with you are the different ways that you can actually build something that lasts, something that helps you, something that is actually aligned with what it is you want to do, and to help you, to show you how it is possible and how you can actually do this online. You don't need to be risking COVID. You don't need to be physically going anywhere. All of the skills and all of the things that you need to actually start earning, I'm telling you, you already have.
Monique said, tell us the secret. Romaine said, tell us the secret, Monique. Tell us. They're getting into it, Romaine.
Yes, so that's the first thing that I kind of wanted to establish, that we have the right mindset going into understanding the digital and the online space, right? And so first and foremost, all of this starts with you. All of this starts by understanding what talent, what idea, what thing do I have that I actually want to share with others. That's number one, right? And first and foremost, with that idea, that talent, that skill that you may have, you want to make sure that this is something you know you want to share. Yes, persons are interested in this, is something that um aligns with you and what you want other people to know you for, right? So that would be step number one. You have to start with an idea or something that you want to share. But sorry, can you repeat the entire question? I want to make sure that I get all of the elements in.
Right. So the question was how to effectively make money online and be consistent with it.
Okay, so having started with something that you are genuinely passionate or interested in is going to help you and carry you far way along with the idea of being consistent. Another thing that we see a lot online is people jumping onto stuff because it's a fad and because somebody else is doing it online. Everybody is selling slim tea. Everybody is yeah, man, we're showing God. Everybody is selling slim tea. Everybody is an influencer, and people are making money doing this. So I'm going to do that. No, 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 no. No, that's not how this works. Just like how you wouldn't go on a stoplight, there's a peanut man, and it wouldn't make sense for you to go there and sell the same type of peanut, and then somebody else come and sell the same peanut. If there's a peanut man, guess what that means? After I eat my peanuts, I'm thirsty. I want some water. I want some juice to drink. And if I have peanuts and I have juice, maybe I'm allergic to peanuts and I want another snack. It makes sense to understand the space that you're existing in, understand who you're serving, the commuting public, right? People who are drive, who are go home, right? Understand what it is that they may actually need and how you can fill that need. So we're actually talking about meeting people's pain points with something that you actually have inside.
So hold on, just so nobody misses the points. And guys, I just want to be clear. Most of you in this space already have a talent that you do. More than most of the people who I know have a side hustle. You have something that you do quite naturally. You write or you use Facebook to fasten people business. You're probably an investigator by nature. You probably can make beads, chains, you can teach. My father used to call it talking the gift of gab. Some of us have that, hence the YouTube live. Most of us, if we sit down and really think about it, there is something that we do, whether we are paid to do it or not. So what she's saying is, how do you do that in a way that helps somebody to get where they're going and not just duplicates what you see, because nobody does what you do as well as you do. So how do we get it so that we can get persons drawn to us? So tell us a little bit about how they get started and how they remain consistent, and then I'm going to throw it over to Kadia to just give me some icing on that.
Okay, great. So it really starts with an idea, and it really starts with you drilling down on those elements that we would have talked about first, right? Once it is that you can kind of ruminate and marinate, get those areas together, you also have to look at, we will help you to identify where on this whole wide internet are the people who are actually looking for what it is that you're sharing. So going back to our analogy of the peanut man, because you have to make it real. People have to understand in our real terms how this entire infrastructure, this online space works, right? If you are at sovereign intersection, you may sell something, or you may approach the car or something in a different way than if you're in Halfway Tree, or if you're in Montego Bay, or if you're in St. Thomas, right?
Right.
So based on what it is that you want to share and what is happening within the space, you are going to choose or select a platform, and you're also going to find your tribe online. Now, a lot goes into actually being consistent, but it all starts with you making that decision to be consistent. That's number one. After you have made that decision, there's certain steps that you can put in place to make sure that, or to at least help you along that way. And it starts with you making an actual plan. It starts with
All
you
right.
making a plan, because
So
mhm,
so go continue. I'm sorry. I was
yeah,
gonna make a point, but I'm gonna let you
yeah,
finish.
it starts with you actually making a plan for how it is that you want to share, and how you're going to communicate with these people, which is why you have to understand what your gift, what your talent, what your area of expertise, what exactly you want to share, and why we spend so much time on that part first, because that's a launching pad for everything else. That's how you
Okay.
decide which way, left or right, which way you're going to go.
So thank you so much. I want to ask Katie to just drill in a little bit for me and tell me a little bit about how they can use, for example, this kind of course to do what Monique just spoke about. Get themselves known, make a plan for persons to know about who they are and what they are doing, how they can use this to improve their lifestyle. Are you seeing me? I feel like my screen froze.
I
Yeah,
can
man, we can see you.
I
Okay.
can see you. Let's go back just a little before we get to how this program can do that. Just to add some things to
Right.
what Monique said. So when we're talking about digital careers, we're talking about not necessarily career as you know it, because to be honest, things in the digital world looks a little bit different than they do in the real world. What we are talking about is your ability to either to set your own time to do things in a particular way, to package certain services or certain products for sale. We're really talking about making money, right? When we're talking about go online. So the persons who are best positioned to benefit from a situation like this, a COVID situation, in the online space are those which offer three things. And I want you to pay attention to these three things: comfort,
Mhm.
convenience, or necessity for an audience that is primed to buy, paying consumers.
Yes.
Comfort, convenience, and necessity. So let's look back at what has actually happened since COVID. You have companies like Seven Crave who have inked partnership deals with Popeyes and KFC and Wendy's. Now, think about it. How long have we been saying to KFC, why don't y'all deliver? I mean, why is that
Yeah,
not a thing? And KFC
Do they
said, well, if
need
you
to
want
though? Do they
KFC,
need to?
you need to come to the drive-through or come stand up in the line, because now COVID hits and KFC realize how much money they stand to lose. And
Yes.
all of a sudden, you know what?
Ah,
Come to think of it, that was a good idea.
yeah,
Seven Crave is eating our food, and KFC
yeah,
can continue to earn.
yeah,
That's a smart digital
convenience
move,
there.
yeah.
and
Restaurants.
that is. If some smart person in the chat can tell me which one of those three things you think KFC covered there. Remember, comfort, convenience, and necessity. KFC now delivering covers which one of those three things? Which smart person can tell me that in the chat?
And
I
for
will
these
come
guys,
back to
please
that.
unmute and tell us, please.
Somebody tell me, out of those three things, KFC now choosing to deliver food is covering which one of those areas? Comfort, convenience, or necessity? Think about it, right? So that's one. That's one. Somebody says comfort. Oh, you guys are, yeah. So Stacy says comfort and convenience. Maria Mackenzie says convenience. Convenience. Actually, it could be convenience, but it's also comfort. It's also comfort. Because imagine if you used to go KFC every Friday. That's a family thing you guys do. No, go in the car and go
that
to
was
KFC
a thing. And
on a Friday.
For many Jamaicans.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know what a Friday KFC is, right? You don't want to cook. You're tired at the end of the week. Y'all just gonna go get some KFC and sit down and chill as a family and eat and chill. So it's also comfort, because food is comfort.
It's comfort, yeah.
Right.
But it's also convenience as well, because that means that I no longer have to drive to KFC to try to catch it before it closes at a certain time in the line for 5 million hours just to get 2 pieces of dry chicken. Because you know, so when you're at the back of the line, you're not going to get what left chicken. Be honest.
But we want it still.
But we want it still, because when you're hungry, everything tastes good. Yeah, even KFC, what left dry chicken, and you know, so you're not gonna get your proper order. Even when KFC not full, when KFC full, the was not getting the proper order, so no better take on and get at that point.
So can I ask a question though? Because I always wondered. So did you know though that KFC actually delivers in other Caribbean territories?
Yes.
Seriously? Why they never delivered in Jamaica?
The States, so because we have not demand. Why, Teresa, want to stop? Because we as a people do not demand what we want. You know what speaks? Money. If we just stop spending money with KFC because they don't deliver, and then revenue get knocked, how much you bet me say we would have delivered?
Wow.
Yes, Diana, I see you backing me. I was in Trinidad too, and them chicken don't even taste half as good as the one here.
It's not that we're back about Patrice, because I want to say that I was in a conversation recently with some women. There's a group called Caribbean Women in Tech, and I was part of a conversation recently. And I want you to know that the Caribbean think of Jamaica as Silicon Valley. Jamaica is the Silicon Valley of the Caribbean when it comes to tech. So you can imagine how dismal it is in other place.
Yeah.
But that's a whole other story. It's not that we're back a bush, it's that as a people, we don't demand what we want.
True.
So COVID has shown us that excuse me, tap this ain't gonna work for very much longer, honey. The world has moved far faster. So now I'm seeing people talking about the digital revolution in Jamaica. The digital revolution happened in 1948, if we're gonna get technical about it. So what is happening now is a series of what we call evolutions in digital. So
and I want to
keep upgrading and changing and upgrading.
Hold on, let me stick a pin right there so with you, because as I said, you're making some very golden gems. So you said comfort, convenience, and necessity. Those three.
If you have a talent, skill, passion, experience in any one of those areas, you could be making money online right now.
And I want to just say at this point, sometimes we think that the skill has to be a skill that we know we get from university. It has to be. It could be. And don't get me wrong.
You go spend your good $2 million where you still can't pay off. But do law degree, where you still pay for 6 years later. And you've developed skills, because if you read my bio, I would have developed a lot of soft skills while I was learning law. And I can tell you, from year 2 of law school, I knew I wasn't going to go to law. I knew I was going to go some digital route, right? Because while studying law, I got really good at online research.
Right.
While studying law, I got really good at speaking. While studying law, I got really good at writing, because Teresa, you know, Teresa and I was in the same law program together. So we had to do a lot of writing, and there was even a legal writing course that we had to pass, right?
Right. So I want to pause it. Hold on. Make we get all of the gems. So guys, I need you to get this. Don't sit down and think that whatever you're going to do has to be named after the degree that you did.
No,
it can be the skills that
you developed.
It can be the one favorite course that you had that you did well.
Yes.
And if you never went to university and you have a skill that you do well, listen, all you need to do is now get some little certification that can support.
You don't need a certification or degree in the online space. Nobody cares about your big
No, you don't. But if you get it, then other opportunities open for you. And it don't have to be a whole 4 year nothing. It does.
This is the thing.
A short course, anything. Go ahead.
That's what I was just about to get to, Teresa. And I'm glad you mentioned that. Guys, You don't need a university degree online. You don't need
Right.
a certification online. What you need is skills. And this course is about upskilling
Skills.
you. So this is the thing. Online, people don't care about the degree. They care that you can do what you say you can do.
Boom.
Yes.
See there, they
So
care
if
that you can
you do what you say you
what
can do.
say.
So if you are a cook, one of the most popular Jamaican Instagrammers is a little cook lady that has appeared in several Grace videos, and everybody's trying to quote her now because she make the best this and the best that. Ever hear she talk? Me never tell you never come out for this. That's her, and she have over 200,000 Instagram followers. You know why? She's authentic. She's herself, and she's a cook, and all she does is cook food and share the food that she cook on Instagram, and people flock her yard every day for food. So I'm not even talking about a digital skill, because what this will also teach you is how to take your skills that you have, that skills that may be something that is manual, and then promote yourself in the digital space.
See there.
Position yourself in the digital space to be found by the right people. This
So
lady,
hold
every
on.
minute she getting visit by National Bakery. The other day they brought a whole truck full of things go here, so she can promote them brand. She's now a food influencer. All she did was go online and exercised her expertise. And
so I'm going to drop another one, Kadia, because again, you're making some good points, and I want them to not miss it. Listen, if COVID has taught us anything, you heard what she said? She literally has her little skill at home, and it is just about how she's promoted. Now, first of all, we noticed with COVID, all of the things that you were looking down on doing became the most critical skills that we needed. The delivery man, the person who cook, the person who clean.
Teresa, those were again the delivery man, right? Because food and delivery fall under what category?
Necessity.
Thank you. The delivery business has boomed in Jamaica since COVID. Everybody have a little bite. Delivery business.
The insurance is already paid, and if you're not going to no work at this time, how do you? And let me just say something to you. When I started first studying what I was doing, because I did a bit of business before, one of the things that my lecturers said to me, and it remains to this day, you are as good as many people know about you. You can have the best fried chicken, you can spread bed the best, you can clean it. If nobody knows that you do it, then what is the point? So now that you've identified one of those skills that you have, Kadia, talk to me. What should a person do? Like, give us a little idea of how they can practice it. Yes.
I'm going to give you some teasers now, because a part of what we want to do during this course is not just come and tell you what are some emerging jobs online, because it's not just about finding opportunities. Because I see somebody said something about, you know, they're not accepting our IP address when you're trying to apply for some jobs. Let me tell you something. I don't like Fiverr. I don't like Upwork. I don't like any of these platforms, because I don't think the pay is commensurate to the work that you put in. So I don't like them, and I don't promote or recommend them. My whole thing, the whole thing about the DDA is that we help you create your own opportunities in the online space. There is nothing you cannot sell online. There's nobody that you cannot be online. There's an OnlyFans for a reason. There's a Pornhub for a reason. And we're all adults here. I'm being very honest. These are two very popular websites, very popular platforms, where the owners of these platforms are making $1 million.
Yes.
So there's nothing you cannot do or be online. I'm not telling you to go sell the OnlyFans.
No, because those views are not endorsed by neither Digital Disruption nor IME.
Great expanse of things that you can do and be in the online space. So let's look at some of it. Say, for instance, Teresa, somebody in here has some kind of customer service training, or just has a nice speaking voice. All you need to have is a nice speaking voice. That's a talent, you know.
Yes.
Because some of us screechy and sound terrible like myself. But if you have a nice speaking voice, you could do something in customer service. You could be a voice over talent. You could do
Yes.
jingles and commercials for radio stations and for shows and all these things.
For
You could be a host of
podcasts.
some kind of program.
And let me just
Just
take a little thing
think
there.
of a Paula Ann Porter.
Mm-hmm.
She speaks, her voice is so beautiful, it's so crisp.
Soothing.
Now, Paula Ann Porter, a good girl, she have sense.
No,
But
she just talks like
the voice is what carries everything up. And for most of these things, they're gonna give a script, and once you can read your voice good, you're right. That alone is a talent. So how do you get seen by a TV producer? How do you get seen by a radio station who is looking for somebody to do some voiceover? They may not even be thinking that they want somebody to do a voiceover, but then
Until
look
they hear
up on
you.
your social media page.
Until they hear you.
And your social media page have samples of you talking. You created your own script. Good afternoon. My name is Katie Francis, and you're listening to Sun City Radio 104.9 FM. And coming up next, you created your own script, and you recorded it, and you put it on your Instagram channel, and somebody come across and you go, "Wow,
I like
that's
this.
nice.
Yes.
This sounds good. I like it."
Right.
And then message you and go, "Is this something that is this a service that you offer?" You know, I go, "Oh yes, this is it. Let me direct you to my service page." Mm-hmm. Or better yet, may I have your email? I could send you my portfolio. No, your portfolio may have never done this job before, but we are going to teach you how to create portfolios even when you've never done the job before and have no experience in the job. We're not teaching you how to lie. We're teaching you how to create samples of your work and put it in a portfolio. And so you can have that portfolio ready. We call it a media kit. You can have that ready to send out to people once they get in contact with you. And this is some of the practical ways this course can help, right? And so you're positioning yourself in, so think about some space now where a TV producer might be Twitter, Instagram for sure, but LinkedIn. How many of you have an incomplete LinkedIn profile?
And
LinkedIn
inactive.
offers such high SEO, and by SEO means search engine optimization, and by that all that simply means is people find you and then Google you. LinkedIn offers so much opportunities to be found. But do you have a complete LinkedIn profile with a nice picture and it tell people where you actually do? No, not if you're Instagram, because no, you want to put Instagram in your booty shots. But that's not going to help you, is it?
No, so hold on. Let me just please stick up in there. And I mean, just as Kadia has jumped into SEOs, and by the way, guys, if you plan to get into the digital space, you really need to get into understanding some key terms, and I think that's one of the best ways to do it. You link it to something practical. But I want to say, by the way, it is not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that you have a conversation with somebody on WhatsApp about shoes, about your Calvin Klein watch preference, about your Kenneth Cole cologne preference, and it pops up in something else on YouTube. It is not. It is not a coincidence. It can be taught. It is about search engine optimization. It is an algorithm that is busy working and filtering your preferences, your conversations that are linked to your name to get you to. So what will pop up on Miss Marshall's screen, what will pop up on Kadia's screen may very well be different from what will pop up on your screen.
But
because the conversation may not be the same.
That has to do also with how people search online, and that's something we're going to teach you guys, because the digital technology has completely shifted consumer behavior. Think about it, guys. When you're looking for something, where's the first place you go? No, go to directory. You first place you go either social media or Google. And you go to Google and you search for the thing, and you are looking for either a social media channel or a website, because we've gotten so accustomed to websites and social
things
media
online.
that if the company not on social media, the company
don't exist.
Website. But did
you want to ask you?
It don't exist.
They don't exist.
No, and I want to ask,
online advertising your talents and exercising your expertise, you don't exist to nobody.
And let me just jump in here. So since we're talking about establishing legitimacy, and we already said, they already pointed out that you don't need no big degree, you don't need no big certification,
and you don't need any money to start.
You don't exactly. And we soon got, oh girl, we don't have time today. We don't have time today. But I wanted to make the point that whilst you are setting up your business, you need to learn now which platform is ideal for what service you're offering, because you will notice that the LinkedIn environment is different from a Facebook, different from a Instagram, different from a TikTok. Not that we're going that route, but TikTok, and different from a website.
Why? No, Teresa, I don't want you
to going there. All right, school me.
Jamaicans making money on TikTok like foolish.
All right, it just depends on what you are doing.
It depends on what you're doing, because for voiceover talent, TikTok is your friend right now. You know, if you have a talent that's a voice talent or acting talent, singing talent, some kind of talent where you're a dancer, you can play some instrument, a TikTok you for the brand.
Well, if President Trump has his way.
No, well, we're talking about
Jamaica. Right, let's not spoil a very good night.
That don't affect me. You see, that's why I'm glad me know it's for me there.
You guys, I hope you guys are
TikTok
realizing
is a good place
that
for you to be right now. Yeah.
Every business, and did you know, just so you know, this is something that they do discuss in this course, whether or not Instagram is better for you, Facebook, and how do you actually know? I'll just share a little poops of my half a knowledge that I gained from them when I did a course with them. But one of the first things you'll realize on Instagram is that people don't even read the captions more often. They look at the picture, they look at the video. So it depends on if what you're doing is going to be visually appealing. So probably if you cook and you can take the nice picture then when you garnish your plate and sort of your thing, maybe that space will work for you. But as she rightly said, if you're a voiceover talent, you may be better positioned on TikTok. And that's not to say you should do one and not the other. But which one should you focus your efforts on the most?
Monique, our student,
we're so proud.
The teacher.
We're so proud. There's something else that I wanted to drop in, because we mentioned something earlier and I'm not sure if it resonates yet. We really said that anything that you have, and I dubbed it an idea, right? But we need to go back and realize who making money online. The highest paid YouTuber right now is an 8-year-old boy. He is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Zero. Him don't even reach grade 2. Okay? Right. His name is Ryan Kaji, and he rolled in 26 million
with an M
US dollars in 2019.
Someone we can really spell million.
Ryan's entire YouTube channel is based on him and his friends playing with some toys and saying, "Yay! I like this, mommy." That's his entire channel. And so when we literally say, and so fine, okay, fine, that's in the States, that's America, that's not Jamaica. We can look at our local examples. There are Jamaicans. Kadia mentioned, she dropped a big one earlier, Jessica in the Kitchen. She's not a trained chef.
No, she just loves food.
She just loves food.
She's an attorney.
She just loves food. She just, the young lady love food.
And my girl not do no law. She not practice no law.
And she's staying home and getting them coins.
Pinterest, as in the platform Pinterest, called her. She was one of 20 influencers. I think it was in 2019 that literally was
flew her out.
Yeah, man, them fly her out. She was the only one outside of North America that was selected for that program, and that's a Jamaican. If you need another example,
let's talk about Mr. McIntosh.
All right, Barrington McIntosh, and I've
right here in Mandeville, Jamaica.
I've claimed Mr. McIntosh like we have my last name as my cousin. When there is no blood relationship, but guess what? Kill me dead, I'm my cousin. Barrington is a Jamaican. He lives in Mandeville with his beautiful family. He had a big job, making good money. And his wife decided she was going to go online and start selling on Amazon.
She just wanted something to do. She was a little housewife, and she's like, I have time, so let me go see what's going on Amazon. Mm-hmm.
So what it is saying is it's just about the technique. So
we're not done yet.
We're not reached there, so. We're not reached there yet.
No.
She went on Amazon, and this man's good corporate executive job, 6 figures. She start make more money than him.
More money than him. Doing what exactly, ma'am?
Selling things on Amazon.
Selling coffee, selling busy, selling ginger and peppermint tea bag per Amazon.
Okay. So hold on. So okay, because
until hold on,
there's still so much.
We're still not done.
We're not done yet.
So all right, so one true. We're looking at our time because the people are here to learn, but we want the people to just come and sit up. Guys, you see that you need a whole other session with these people? Do you see that they turn simple conversations into business conversations?
Because
I just wanted to make a note.
Because this is the thing. I don't know how many of you guys have experienced it. You come into a webinar like this, or you go to a conference where you pay a good money to actually get practical, actionable advice, and people tell you to love yourself and grow from within. And no.
Believe in yourself, Kadia. All you need to do is believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself, and it will come to you because Jesus. What we're telling you is actionable, practical things based on the experiences of people who, just like you, Mr. McIntosh is Jamaican, Jessica in the Kitchen is Jamaican, Wellesley Gale is Jamaican, Sutania McCord is Jamaican,
Rasmoko.
People, and when I tell you something, I can list Javon Davis, who was recently recruited by Apple, right? You're saying a Jamaican. Joel Dean, who is now on the recruitment team for WordPress, one of the biggest CRM platforms in the world, lives right here in Jamaica and drives a very fat Porsche from the paycheck he been getting from them. I can list off 1,000 other people. So when we come here and talk to you guys, we're not bullying. It's serious business. It's just a matter of shifting your mindset and investing in the opportunity that you get to upskill yourself. Barrington McIntosh left his 6-figure job at him fancy place with him big pretty office downtown, and he and his wife now turned that business into a multi-million-dollar business, to the point where Amazon called him and go, what, how are you doing this? And he's now an official Amazon trainer. And before COVID, every year for 3 months, Amazon fly him out of Jamaica to do tours across North America and the world to teach white people how to sell. Now, this is where this gets really interesting. Jamaicans are not allowed to sell on Amazon.
Isn't that a thing?
So that means Barrington had to go through a back door to get a store on Amazon, and him still a kick everybody butt. All across the globe, he is in the top 10% of sellers globally.
In the world.
We collaborated with Barrington McIntosh about 2 months ago to do an e-commerce course, and he tell you every single thing you did need to know about how to get started and how to sell. And I want to say is the Jamaica Post him used to ship out him things. So nobody thinks him have some fancy setup. Him not spend one heap of money for doing thing.
So I'm gonna jump in here because guys, if you've been here for at least 10 minutes, you can see that the wealth of knowledge that these ladies have. I mean, in a very practical way. And I am not
the fluff.
Overselling it. It's not fluff. Our team even learned a bit from them, and we've been seeing a significant difference in a very short space of time. We're not telling you something. It's not a multi-level marketing foolishness. It is literally a mind shift. It is just how you do something. It's a technique, and you can learn it.
And don't fall into the trap of suffering from what Barrington McIntosh called analysis paralysis.
What is that exactly?
Analysis paralysis is when you sit down there and go, but what if this, but me I know this, but when me I go do, but you need to think, okay, I need to earn extra income, or someone will realize our bank account wasn't as strong as it was. COVID make you realize that
well, I never needed COVID, you know. That's how we got to get busy.
And guys, the truth is, but you know the song where Beenie Man said the one burner business now work again, the one paycheck business now work
not
again.
working. No.
So you have to be thinking about how can you develop multiple streams of income. And the best way to do it, because the Jamaican labor market is very small. So when you are online and you're properly positioning yourself online to create your own opportunities, you open yourself up to global markets. And this is one thing I'm going to close with because time. And I'll leave you with this. The Jamaica brand is the biggest brand in the world. One of the biggest brand in the world. It's bigger than Gucci.
You're Jamaican
it's
and
bigger
you have
than
an
Fendi. It's bigger than any of these extreme luxury brands you can think of. And let me tell you why I say that. Because Gucci and Fendi and all these brands have to turn to Jamaica to steal our fashion and our style and put it in their fall and winter collection to sell it, which should say something to you. We are the persons who benefit the least from our culture, while people around the world slap Jamaica on a shirt and go sell it online and make money. Is joke with joking. Is joke with joking. So as a Jamaican, you automatically have an advantage online because our culture is highly sellable, highly profitable online, and everybody has a profit from it except us. It's time for us to learn how to use what we are naturally gifted with, our culture, our food, our music, our art, our talents, right? Our experience, our expertise. And we need to package that in a way that is attractive to people and go online where it don't cost you no plane ticket money, it don't cost you no money to sign up for any of these
it don't cost you no rent
to
money.
go online and say to the world, hey, I have this to offer. It's very reasonable. It's very good. I know what I'm doing. I'm the subject matter expert on these things. And you need me more than I need you. Believe me, that could be you in the online space.
So I'm just gonna stop it here because guys, really and truly, this was supposed to be a 1-hour session, but we do have some little goodies for you before we go. Boy, Katie and Monique, there's so much more. And by the way, guys,
there's a lot.
These are the lecturers for the course. You know,
this is the tip of the iceberg.
I don't know if you need anything else, but these are the lecturers for the careers in digital marketing course, and they know what they're saying. And so because we know that you never just come here to just get them,
and we're going to bring in people, Teresa, please to tell them that it's not just going to be us. We are going to bring in some of these same
others who are
doing telling you about. Don't be surprised if they pop up in a class,
lecturing
your first-hand thing, because we got connections. Yeah. Don't be surprised if they pop up in a class and go, "Hi, my name is Barrington," or "Hi, my name is Wellesley." Because whenever we do these things, we bring the people. So we don't sister and I like that.
So hold on. So let me tell you, value for your money, and trust me, doing a course like this is not just paying over. It's an investment in yourself. It's an investment in your future. And trust me, what you spend on this course, it will make it 20 times over. I promise you. So with that in mind, I just want to give you something else to add to the deal. So we've decided that based on the fact that some of you signed up so quickly, decided you were so interested in doing this webinar. Clearly, you are interested in seeing what your next steps are, even from the comfort of your bedroom, serving people so you can make those points. And so we do have a special for you guys if you are present. The first 5 persons to sign up on our website, to click the link and just do the sign up. And by the way, once you do the sign up, you don't pay right away, but we will walk you through the process so that you can get your approval and so on. And the only requirement to do this course is you must have a social media account. Come on, guys.
That's it.
I want to be a marketer and you don't even have an account. So right now, if you don't have an Instagram, go over there right now.
Go create it.
Well, actually, I want you guys, before you create an account, go start out in a LinkedIn. Go start out on LinkedIn.
See there, because that is where the professionals are. That's where the business people are.
Go start out that first. You know what you want to do? Start out your LinkedIn first.
Right. So if you are interested at this time, all you have to do is go to www.ileja.org. Click on that, go to courses, select this course and fill out the application. It's on the screen, it's being displayed just for you because you are here, and this is only applicable to you guys who are here. You can't transfer it to your friend, cousin, auntie, best friend. You can't. It is for you because you made the effort to sign up for this course and to be early to sign up for it. And so you are getting it, and the special discount actually ends today, but because you are here, you get until tomorrow for the discount to apply to you. Once you sign up, fill out the application. Between tonight and tomorrow, we are giving you a discount on your
So
tuition.
Teresa, so is it that so they don't have to pay tonight? They just have to fill out the
Sign up.
application.
You just need to sign it up, and we will start to give you the calls on Monday. But just because you were so serious and you made the step, because Katie and Monique can tell you, people sit down every day and say, I'm going to, and they
Analysis paralysis.
analysis paralysis, they don't do it. So go and click the link and sign up. And I want to make the point, so for some of you who think that, oh, you have to just pay everything one time, we do have payment plans. We do. So there are a minimum amount that you can, there is, sorry, a minimum amount that you can pay, and we will work with you on a payment plan arrangement. The course is just 6 weeks though, so you know it's not going to be expensive, but you see the link being dropped there by Monique, and I see my team trying to drop it as well. If you click it there, you can sign up, fill out the application and sign up again. It is applicable only to you. We know who is here tonight, so once you fill it out, you get that discount up to between now and the 19th. In addition to that, just because, you know, we are who we are and we like to give people value for their money, not like you've listened to the lecturers, you've listened to the webinars, you're getting value, just come into the course and you're getting value because we insist that you must get a practical experience. We promise, we're not selling you a 6 for a 9. We're not, or we wouldn't do this, right? But in addition to that, there are a couple of you who know that the Institute of Law and Economics offers a number of other courses. Or paralegal certification, by the way, is also a skill that you can monetize. There are people who are trained paralegals, can prepare legal documents. That is a skill that you can market online. That is a skill that you can offer to attorneys. You don't have to go to their firm. You can pull together if you're a paralegal. You can pull together if you have some legal training and you know to prepare these documents and you have your certification, and offer multiple firms to do it for them from the comfort of your home. All you need is a laptop. So if you want to do that course and learn how to do it, that one is a 7-month course though. There are 3 persons. We're just picking 3 random persons. I'm having my team just tell me who the names are that they pulled to tell me who are the 3 persons. Now, once your name is called, what that means is that you were selected from the pool of persons to get what you call a broadband discount, meaning not just for this course, but if you want to do paralegal, that we offer paralegal certification, you want to do our paralegal intensive, which means you already have legal training or you're practicing, but you don't have no certificate, but you want a certificate so that you can go in and stand strong, or you want to do discourse, or you want to do entertainment law, just go on our website. Quite a few courses are there.
Right. And Teresa, also, if the persons want to find out more about Monique and I, they can visit our Instagram page, instagram.com/digital.jamaica. You're going to get so much information over there just to prep you for the course to come, because we're always sharing information over there. So I just dropped the link in the chat just in case you want to know who we are and what we're about, and just to get a taste, because we have a lot of videos over there as well. You can go check that out.
Okay, so thank you so much, guys. The link is right there. It's right in the Instagram link that you see there. That's their page. You can follow them. A lot of substance and no hype, I promise, but the little hype and the boost up is there too. You know, a lot of substance. I see Diana asking me, is support given by ILE after the course is completed? What do you mean by if we give support after the course is complete? And I think this is where digital may jump in. Yes.
So because of our partnership with ILE, we have a private Facebook group called DDA Masterclass, where persons who signed up for this workshop and I keep saying workshop because we do so many workshops, who sign up for this course and who go through the course gets instant access to that group and to our resource center. Now, our research center is packed full of videos, it's packed full of guides, instructions, checklists. We do live videos in our Facebook group. We have a private podcast for persons in the Facebook group where we do one-on-one consultations and record that and send it out into the group so you guys can hear and understand what are some of the things that you need, some of the things that you may have missed. That is like what we call an after course support, because we have guest experts who come into the group. So if you say, for instance, you're in the group and you send us a question about something that you're struggling with still, we are in the group, we're answering those questions. You may be the one to go on that one-on-one consultation with us. It's awesome. We have a really good time over there. So you will have access to that at the end of the course.
All right. So at the end of doing this course, you also get a hand-holding masterclass. Listen, guys, what else you want? What else you don't really want from us? Come on. So I'm going to call the 3 names of the persons who were selected for what we call the broadband discounts, and that is different from what's on screen. The broadband discount, as I said, is applicable to any course that you sign up with us to do. You do get a discount off the course. If you are here, Tanique Freckleton, if you are here, please unmute your mic and say, I'm here. Tanique Freckleton, you are one of the persons who was selected for the broadband discount. The next person who was selected is Danique Bailey. Danique, are you here? If you're here, unmute and say, I'm here, please. I'm not hearing anybody. And then the next person, I didn't see a surname for this one because it was a random selection. I just see Stacy. Stacy, if you are here, I'm asking my team to just see if there was a last name. I'm just seeing Stacy on it. Stacy, if you are hearing, I think I do see Stacy actually.
I am here.
Hi, Stacy. How are you? I am happy to see you, and I'm glad you signed up and actually came.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for the information.
No problem, Stacy. So we're going to drop our email address, and you just send us an email there with your full information, your name, and your contact information, so that once you choose any of the courses, we know that you're supposed to get your discount. And I'm just going to do one more call again for the persons who I called before. Thank you, Stacy. Please remember to send us the email so that we don't have to be guessing. I did look again to see if I saw Tanique. Tanique, I didn't hear from you. And I'm also going to call again the last person, Danique Bailey. Danique, last call. Okay, so we've decided to select 2 other persons who are in fact present. One of such person is Kristen McKenzie. Kristen, are you here? Kristen? If you are here, and if Goldalee Sawyers is here, you guys were selected as well. Goldalee Sawyers. Okay, I'm not seeing those. Okay, I see Kristen here. Okay, Kristen, if you're hearing us, there you go. You can just email iale.lawunit@gmail. Information, please, full name, as well as your contact information, so that we know who you are. Send us your TRN if you have one, and let us know so that we're definitely able to verify. And then the last person, because it was supposed to be 3 persons. Oh, your mic isn't working. No problem. Just send us the I called good Maurice Burke. Maurice, are you here? Maurice, if you are here, somebody's about to take your prize. All right, my team says move on. Layla, you are up. Layla, if you are here. Layla, I don't know if Layla is here.
How about Vanessa? Vanessa.
It's random. It's a random selection.
Random.
We're not controlling it. It's just random.
Okay.
So Vanessa,
Here.
Layla, hi. Wait, hold on, Vanessa. What happened just now?
Oh, sorry, I'm not Layla.
Man, and you should get it in your ear.
Yes, I was
When opportunity.
randomly select Vanessa.
It's random. It's just, honestly, it's so random. It's a number random selection. It's just selecting persons. So we called Casey. We didn't get Casey. Layla, we're not getting him. And we only have 1 more slot available.
Can we randomly select Vanessa since she's here?
When opportunity meets preparation.
All right. So I'm going to use my veto programs manager power and say, okay, Vanessa, since you were so excited and you're unmuted and quick and jump in, Vanessa, email my team right away. Please email them now. Your full name, your contact information, meaning your email address, your number, as well as your TRN, so that we can use that to follow you up, right? And it will allow us to, you can use it for any discount going forward. Even if you're doing a course with us now, you can use it for another course. That is fine. All right. So we just want to say a big, oh my goodness, big thank you to Digital Disruption Agency, Girl Bosses, Kadia and Monique, for coming on here and sharing with us. I hope you guys feel excited. I hope you have better clarification as to whether this is something you really want to do. I hope that you have thought about it, and I hope that you will take advantage of the opportunity. And let me tell you something, as Jamaicans, we tend not to endorse our own, and then when you see them on big platform and can't afford them course, that is when they start charging 400 and 4,000 US for the course. You're gonna be like, I knew them when they had offered this other course. Don't let it be you. Do it now. Make the investment now. The Institute of Law and Economics takes pleasure in endorsing other Jamaicans who are doing excellent things, looking to upskill the Caribbean and looking to upskill other Jamaicans and, in fact, the world. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Katie and Monique. What a pleasure.
Thank you, Teresa, and thanks to everybody who joined.
To see some of you at that in that course, because we have so much awesomeness. Our courses are so interactive. We're bringing people to come talk to you guys as well, so you can have even more first-hand information about some of the things that we're talking about. We're planning big things.
Trust me, it's gonna be great, and you're gonna get a practical experience. I promise. Trust me. I promise you. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. If you need any help or guidance, you know our contact information. My team, I'm just asking you to put that on screen so that you can give us a call, give us an email, shoot us a little message, and let us know what to do. No, we're not going to trick you into anything. If you sign up, we will take our time and walk you through. It's not a scam. It's not a throw a bag over your head. Absolutely not. We don't do that, and we don't want nobody to say two lawyers come on here or two people they study law come tell me some things. I'm gonna believe because them they said them they study law, and the one that they say she study communications. I would believe them. And no. We have our reputation to maintain. So we thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you sign up. And I look forward to seeing you in the class. Give me reasons to develop more courses and develop more creative ideas that you can benefit from. Have a great night, and we look forward to seeing you.
All right, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.